Hi guys, and welcome to my quest guide for the 2009 members quest Within the Light. So let's jump straight in with the requirements. So to do this quest you need to have completed Morning's End Part 2 and all the quests obviously leading up to that. Skills required, you will need 69 agility, 70 fletching, 75 range and 75 woodcutting. Items, you will need 2 sets of Mourner gear, the new key and the tarnished key which you received from previous quests. If you haven't got these in the bank or on the keyring, you can find them again in the head mourner's desk. A death talisman, tiara or a wicked hood with access to the death altar, whichever you used in the previous quest. You will need the colour wheel. If you haven't got it, you can re-obtain it during the quest if you've lost it. And you will also need the crystal trinket, which was a reward from Morning's End Part 2. If you don't have this, you can get it back from Arianwin in Letya when you start the quest. There are no enemies to defeat during the quest, but I would suggest bringing armour and food to protect against the level 95 shadows. So to start the quest, you're going to go to Letya and speak to Arianwin. Go through his chat and click accept quest. Go through all his chat again. And you will receive a blank teleport crystal. Next, you need to give Arianwin a set of Mourner gear. So if you've already got it in your inventory, give it him straight away. If not, get it out of the bank, which is right next to you. And just use a piece on Arianwin. Choose option 1, sure, take it now. And make sure you've got your own set of Mourner gear equipped. If not, you can go to the Eagle's Peak Lodestone and go south and kill another Mourner to get an extra set if you don't have it already. So, teleport to Ardoin. And head down to the gate into the western side of the city. Make sure you've got both sets of keys on you. If you don't have them, like I said, you can get them on your way in from the head mourner's desk. When you get through the gate, go to the north to the Mourner HQ. Go through the door, into the western room and down the trapdoor. Just like we've done lots of times before now. If it doesn't let you in, make sure you unequip everything except the Mourner gear. If you've got necklace or weapons on, it's likely it won't let you through the door. Down the trapdoor and then run to the south. This room here is where you can get the keys from if you don't already have them. Make sure you've got both the new key and the tarnished key. But if you've already got them, head into the western room and speak to the gnome. Choose option 1, talk about the light within. And then choose option 2, stay undercover. Once you've gone through his chat, go back out and head west through the door. And just follow the path west, like we did in the previous quest, all the way to the Temple of Light. Now when you get here, remove your gas mask, and there is a specific spot you will need to stand on. So don't go too close to the temple like I did. You need to stand east of this first slave that's like right in the middle. So if you stand just north of this jutting out rock to the south and use your crystal to chant, and you'll get a cutscene. Once you've been through the cutscene, head back to Letya. If you haven't got any food on you, I suggest getting some now. Just enough to defend against the shadows. Speak to Arianwyn and choose option 1 about those tasks I need to do. Go through the chat. And then choose option 1 again. I'm ready, let's go. And you'll teleport back to the Temple of Light. Go through the chat. So head into the temple and go up the first set of stairs you come to, just to the west of the doorway. Then you need to go all the way to the south to the ladder that takes you up to the next floor. Climb up the ladder and head to the 2 half staircases in the centre. And then go through the light door just to the west. Rotate the mirror to unlock the door to the death altar. If there are shadows, just kill them, get them out of the way. Rotate it so it's pointing to the west. And that will unlock the door over here, and head through. Speak to Thorgal, who's next to the altar, and choose option 1 within the light. And then go through his chat. When he's finished talking, speak to Arianwyn and go through his chat. And then investigate the energized pillar. That is the multicolored pillar just outside the doorway here. So click to investigate. And then go back through the light door and speak to Arianwyn again. Go through the chat, go back through the light door, and then use the crystal trinket on the energized pillar. When you've done that, go back in again and speak to Arianwyn. And choose option 3. I'm not even going to argue. Then enter the mysterious ruins. So this next bit needs to be done quite quickly. So you can either watch me do it first and then rewind, or do it along at the same speed as me and see if you can get it done. So first we need to speak to Thorgal, who is next to the death altar. Choose option 1 within the light. Go through his chat and then choose option 2. Okay, let's do this. Then you'll jump on the altar, you'll get energized. Once you've got control again, you need to exit the altar out of the little red portal that you entered from. Go back through the light door. Rotate the first pillar, the one by the stairs, so you can go back through the doorway. Head through the other light door and up the stairs. And go up the stairs to the north. Run all the way to the east. And then south to the large crystal, which you will remember from the previous quest. and then touch the large crystal. You still should be energized. Then run back to the stairs again. Down the stairs and then down to the west again. Through the doorway. Rotate the pillar back to the west and touch the investigate the energized pillar. And then you will end up in this little room after a cutscene. So we're ready for some more puzzles. Unfortunately, you can't skip this cutscene, so just sit back and wait and go through the chat as it shows up. When you've got control again, you will find a dead slave on the ground in the center. You need to search him. And you'll get some notes. Then go to the east. And you'll need to fix the tree with the blue beam going to it. So click chop on that tree. And then fix after you've chopped it. That will allow the beam to go further. Now the wiki says that this puzzle is different for everyone, so it might not be the same as what I do. But the idea is to reflect the beam that's coming out of one wall into the light receiver on the opposite wall using the colored wheel. So if you take a look at the color wheel, you have blue and opposite that is yellow, which means you need to direct the blue light to the yellow receiver. And the mixed colored ones obviously means you need to mix two lights. So for example, the green receiver will need a blue light and a red light to give the purple beam. So hopefully it is the same as mine and you can follow along with what I'm doing on screen, but if not, I'm afraid there is no way I can help. You just have to keep trying it until you get each one done. Each time you get one beam of light into a receiver, the next one will unlock. So the idea is to just keep rotating the mirrors and the crystals until it reflects to the right place. So once you've got the blue light into the yellow receiver, you'll need to get the red light and the blue light into the green receiver. For me, the green receiver was in the southwestern corner. Once you've got the purple light, which is the blue and the red mixed, that will then open the next light beam, which is the green one. So the next one, you need to get a blue light and a green light directed into the red receiver. As you can see on the color wheel, opposite the red color is cyan. So that just requires green and blue. Once again, trial and error. Keep going until you get both of the lights you need mixed and into the correct receiver. Once you get these cyan lights into the receiver, then all three colours will need to be directed into the final one, which is the black receiver. So find a way to combine all three of the colours. And hopefully it shouldn't take too long to figure this out. So when you have all three beams into the black receiver, you'll get, once again, the little cutscene so you know it's complete. And a ladder will appear on the southern wall. Head down to the southeast and go up the ladder. Make sure you go up the ladder and not back out the portal. So for this next section, you need to make your way over to the western side, to the ballista. Now there are spikes coming out of the platforms, so you can try and avoid these, or if you've got enough food and you think you can tank them, then you can do that as well. So just jump over the gaps and make your way round to the ballista. Just keep jumping the gaps. It is quite a long way round, avoiding all those walls of vines that you can't cross. But it is a straightforward path. So once you reach the ballista, the idea of this is to shoot the target. Now if you're a good aim, you'll be able to get it straight away. First hit. If you're like me, it'll take multiple tries of trying to figure out how fast it shoots and when to click the button correctly. So just keep an eye on the target and just keep shooting until you hit the target. Turn the camera around if it is a little bit easier for you. So if you are a lot faster than I was at doing this, you can just skip ahead to the next bit. When you eventually hit the target, the room will shake and it's time to get back out again. So make your way back around all the platforms, avoiding the spikes if you need to, or just tanking them and eating as you go. And make your way all the way back to the ladder and then climb up it when you get there. So once you've made your way all the way back round to the first platform, make sure you walk over to the squares like next to the ladder, otherwise it'll just tell you to get closer. Climb back up the ladder and then go through the large stone door that is now open on the western wall. Go along the path and search the elf messenger to find a report. Read it and go through, well, read it or just skip through the pages, and then you'll need to head back to Letya once again and go back into the eastern building and speak to Arianwen. Go through the chat and you will hand over the report. Go through the chat once again, and there we have quest complete. For completing Within the Light, you will get 2 quest points, 35,000 agility XP, 20,000 fletching XP, 20,000 ranged XP, and 20,000 woodcutting XP, as well as 2 treasure hunter keys. And you are now set and ready to take on Plague's End.